Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to M Cubed. We are doing not so cinema scoop here right now. A very, very, very impromptu smoke stream. Howdy, howdy, Carrie. How are you? Um, I'll go ahead and tell you how I'm doing. All over the frickin' place. It's been a hell of a day. I wanted to, like I said last week, I really wanted to get your normal cinema scoops up again this week. I just woke up to some very freaking interesting messages. At Laura, howdy, howdy. Um, and that made me sad just about immediately. Thought about them for a little bit, found a way to work around that, and kind of turned into a happy thing. It's hard to elaborate because I'm kind of trying to be dicey with it here because I can't say certain things. But yeah, so yeah, started out sucky, and then got better, and then got really good. They got really good, and then I've been wearing this weight vest because I'm going to be in Africa in a few weeks and I'll be having a backpack and all kinds of stuff on me. So I'm like, you know what, I gotta have like weight on my body, so I'm used to carrying it around a little bit more, and just getting used to it. David, howdy and happy birthday, if I am remembering correctly. I believe so. Carrie, about just half a second beat me to it there. Well, happy birthday, man. But yeah, carrying this big old vest around, 25 pounds on me, just like, okay, that's just a good like basis to go off of. So I went to go. I have a big old 5-gallon water filter thing that pumps water, and I just press a little button and it shoots the water out, kind of deal. So I went to go get my big old 5-gallon water jug filled, and I have a big glass one because, I'm from the swamp, but I live in California, so I'm trying to be all hippy dippy ish and avoid the microplastics, all that good BS. So I was like, let me get some glass. A glass one's going to be the best way to do this, and it's been great. But I have hard tile floors. So I got back, and I was carrying my 5 gallons of water, which is a hefty and heavy-ass gallon of water. Multiple gallons of water, you know what I mean? Especially with a big old glass jug. So it's probably close to 45, 50 pounds, somewhere in that range. And I have it over the 25-pound lip already. And I'm carrying it, and as I set it down, it kind of snags, and I think it just, I don't know if I set it down too hard ultimately, or if it did snag and just hit the tile a certain way, but it shattered all over my freaking kitchen. So my kitchen's flooded, and it's full of paper towels and towels and washcloths, anything else that picks up water is on the ground right now. I was planning on going to the gym, doing a bunch of other things that I didn't get done this morning, because of the hecticness of the morning. But it has been a hectic day. I hope it's been going much better for you, David. 51 today. Sweet, 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 sweet. Happy birthdays. Everybody's saying happy birthday. I love it. Got to be Dave. Feels good you're not the oldest here. Or feel good you're not the oldest here. But yeah, just been an interesting freaking day. For better and for worse, all around. So I thought, hell, I've got like an hour-ish, so I'll hang, see what's going on. I had to get a new 5-gallon thing of water, like a 5-gallon water jug to put in my little filter device, So I had to go over and grab a new one. It was only like $23. It wasn't bad. But I didn't have any cash on me, and, of course, this guy only accepts cash, which I don't blame him. He's in the water business. I wouldn't accept much besides cash anyway. But yeah, long story short, only cash. So I was like, this has just been a frustrating last, like, half hour. I'm going to go to the dispensary and get me a nice little pack of greenery, because I have to do some stuff for the play tonight as well. For Good, Clean, Wholesome Fun is the play's title. And we're going to do office hours, which is networking and stuff. So I might as well bring a couple of joints so I can talk and hang out with some people as well. But I thought, hell, if I'm going to grab some joints right now, I need to hit the ATM so I can go back to the water guy, get all that stuff taken care of. And while I'm here, I'm going to grab me a couple of joints because Papa needs them right now. So there we go. Some GG4. Actually, no. I love me some Gorilla Glue, but I'm more of a sativa person. And I know it's not sativa indica hybrid, and we really should stop talking and thinking about cannabis that way, but it's just the easiest way to say it. Whatever terpenes, I guess, are in Blue Dream or in sativas are the ones I typically go for, but yeah, Blue Dream on both these babies right here. One is moon cheese, which I've never tried before. Moon cheese. That's like munchies, but moon cheese. I don't know if it's closer to munchies or moon cheese there, but I like both. So I'm gonna say it differently every single time I say it. This though is just a regular Red Moon House J, but it's a Blue Dream sativa, and it is also infused and stuff. So that's the one we'll be smoking and talking and hanging out with. But yeah, there's just a lot going on, y'all. I hope everything going on with y'all is busy as well, but good busy, because most of the things that are busy right now are very good busy, and I like to be good busy, super stressed always during it, but like a happy, fun stressed, and I think I thrive during that kind of time period. So all that's going to be good, as long as I don't keep dropping 50 pounds of water in my kitchen. Because yeah, feel about 85 years old, health wise, mentally still about 5. David, there ain't a better way to be, my friend. That means you're gonna hang out all day and still find the best parts of life, because you only grow up if you have to, and even then you can always be a kid again. It's good to be a kid. I say never lose it. I'm also still 25, so I haven't had much time to lose it per se, but at the same time, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's nice to have that youthful vigor, that youthful essence. But let's smoke, y'all. Let's smoke. I'm gonna smoke the big J for myself. Well, speaking of Jay, I hope y'all were able to say howdy to him the other day. I think we got some updates from him yesterday. I think it was either 2 days ago or yesterday now. I am not positive. There are a lot of things going on with Sidetrack, and I hope that we can tell y'all about them soon. I probably even shouldn't say that, but my lips are kind of loose sometimes. Not always. I'm good at holding back when I need to, but if I can give like a hint for something, I like to give a hint for something, So keep your eyes and ears out for all that good stuff, because hopefully there could be some interesting, not great news, or there could be some really interesting news that could hopefully, and fingers crossed, turn out really great. We'll see. But yeah, interesting news for that. So keep y'all's eyes out and ears out for that. With Jay's health right now, we're just trying to figure out exactly when we can even like come on to a stream and talk to y'all, which hopefully soon. I'm really hoping it's soon. But yeah. Long story short about that. Keep your eyes and ears open. For Getaway, we did have a screening for that this past weekend. Before I talk about that, I gotta light this puppy. So I'll use this ashtray. We won't be dabbing, so it'll be a little easier to hang out, About the channel or about programs? What do you mean programs? Listening, but pardon me, Harris has got me distracted. Going to browse the website for the dispensary across the street to see what they have. Great plan, Laura. Great plan. Keeping puffs for Jay. Damn right. A J for Jay. That's what we're doing right now. A J for Jay. That's how we do it. About the channel or about programs? What do you mean by programs? But mostly about the channel, I guess. Yeah. And also, I know we're honing in on Jay right now, but keep old Stormy in y'all's thoughts as well. Him and his boner infection or bone infection, whatever it is. I think they're doing well. He hasn't given us many updates lately, and that's got to be a good thing, right? This thing is immediately just lit on fire. You said news. Oh, like a news program? Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess it's just channel news. Channel news, I guess. But I can't say anything more. I literally can't. So sorry. I'm bad. I know. I want to. I really do. That's just like I can't get myself in trouble, But yeah, no. It'll be channel news whenever we are able to say stuff, and that should be sooner than later. But yeah, cheers, y'all. Hopefully Laura has a joint lit or will shortly, and then we'll be having a little virtual smoke sesh, as they say. But yeah, so we did the Getaway screening for that movie that I did, and had some trepidation about. Still have a little bit of a trepidation. Yeah. I'm just teasing you. Getaway turned out the initial screening at least turned out much better than I expected. Much better than most of us expected, which is really good. It's one of those things where like, okay, how they're also in this, like, it's a very like, okay, what, how do we gauge it kind of deal. But after everything was all said and done, we were all happy with it. It feels like a good college project. It feels like a pretty good college project, both the same thing. But it's my birthday. We won't tell anyone, please. I wish I could. Been joining you. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Yeah, so this getaway turned out much better than expected, which was very nice. If I had nitpicks, there was one scene that was cut from it that I feel like the scene was cut, but the dialogue was necessary. So there's like a solid 10 seconds of black that just has dialogue. Not the worst thing in the world, but I feel like there's a better way to do that, and the sound design generally could use one more pass. Those are my only nitpicks. Besides that, I think pretty decent. Pretty decent all the way through. It's a nice little low budget, fun college kind of level horror film. Mostly thriller, not super horror, but there's better action in it than I expected. It looked good. There were some really good moments. Hopefully, I think we'll all get, all the actors at least, we'll get some really good footage from it to use for reels that we can get to use. Sorry, grammar. Use to get other jobs. That's what I'm trying to say, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that'll go really well. But happy, very happy. Glad it went well. Thank you. Because yeah, I was stressing sitting in that theater seat for a little while. But yeah, what's been up with y'all? That's all my news within the first 13 minutes. Surprise. I just needed to smoke a joint and sit back for a couple minutes, and I thought it might be fun to do so with y'all, especially because I wasn't able to do Cinema Scoop this morning, which I felt awful about. Sorry, y'all. Because there are interesting things going on right now, and I don't have time to really like dive into them, because the second I start talking about them, we'll be here for 2.5 hours. But besides anything y'all have, are y'all pumped for Fallout tonight? Because we got Fallout on Prime tonight. I think that's going to be the thing that's really going to hopefully set the, if anything can set the tone for, I guess Stargate is MGM Plus at the end of the day, whenever it does go there. But I think that'll set the tone better for just the idea of making a new series that will be like a flagship thing for not just MGM Plus, but Amazon Prime as well, is kind of what I'm trying to say. Your hair's super long now. It's like I haven't seen you in a year. It's been like a week, but yeah, it's not up and stuff. It's just down, hanging all loosey-goosey. I didn't even realize this is a hat that I got from a wedding. The rose. I know how to spell rowdy, trust me. Because I like to be rowdy every now and then. But this is Rhodey, of course. So shout out to the Rose, Megan and Christian. Beautiful wedding. I hope y'all's honeymoon was great. Ooh, watch the first 2 episodes of Parasite on Netflix. So far, so good. I've seen the first so far. I think after this, I might sit down and watch an episode and eat some food, and that way I can get the heebie-jeebies out for the day, And I'll also have to check if my kitchen is dry or not yet after all the freaking water spilt in there. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Fallout. I'm super pumped for Fallout. I think it's going to be I keep saying the word litmus test over the past week, and I keep catching myself saying it now, so I'm trying to find a different vocabulary word to use. But it'll be a litmus test, first and foremost, I guess, for an audience base for a new Amazon series after Rings of Power and Wheel of Time didn't do as well as they thought. Finish Three Body Problem. What you think, John? Because that's so good. So I literally ordered the quadrilogy right after I finished. I was like, here we go. I got to do it. I got to read these things. I want to watch the Chinese version as well. Y'all seen that? I don't know. I've heard good things, but also that might just be a lot of subtitles. I don't know if it'll be that different ultimately, but I don't know. Was it good? That's the question. What you think, John? He's typing, I promise. I think. I don't know. Fingers crossed. I thought Three Body Problem was really good. It was highbrow sci-fi without like diving too much into the sci-fi. Obviously, like elements of it were very sci-fi, aliens, and some of the tech aspects of it, but I liked it. It was slow start, but really strong finish. I agree. It was a pretty slow start, but I thought it was a good slow start, kind of like Andor in a way. Not plot wise or what actually happens or anything, but yeah. Um, hey Nate, how is it down in Australia? I think you're right with the Fallout. With Fallout, it will be a good audience test considering it really hasn't had negative press period too, so it's coming in with a blank slate. Yeah, had a negative press prior to. Yeah. Because people love Fallout, myself included. Like I freaking adore the games, of course, and the lore itself is one of probably the most intricate lores ever world built and made on this planet. You know, so it's Todd Howard is he didn't found the Fallout universe or anything like that, but where he has heralded it to has been amazing. The first episode was slow but necessary. Yeah. Kind of that Parasite the Great too. That was slower than I expected it to. It started out with a lot of action and then definitely slows down the pace. And at the very end, it doesn't bring it back up, but intrigues you enough to keep you there. And now I really want to watch that second episode. They say Fallout has already been renewed for season 2. Yes, sir, it has. Also, next week in the UK, we get season 3 of Resident Evil. I still need to watch that. Enjoy the hell out of it for me. I love me some Alan Tudyk. Talk about Andor. He's going to be in season 2. K2SO. But he was great in Rogue One. He's great in anything and everything he's done. Obviously, Firefly and stuff like that. But he is the epitome of like the best secondary character you can have around. I love that dude. And he can do it all. He always adds a little bit of like lightheartedness to it. Not necessarily comedy, but at least like lightheartedness to it. But it doesn't have to be like a truly like comical show, you know? He can still keep that there and keep it grounded while still having a lightheartedness, kind of like K2SO. I think is a pretty prudent example there. It is really bloody and brutal in spots. Three Body? Yeah. I'm assuming Fallout is going to be very bloody and brutal. And that's going to be great. I'm so pumped for it. I have this networking event for the play that I'm directing and producing this summer. It's tonight. Beware Panama. Yeah, that's true. And it's from 7 to 10 p.m. I plan on going from like 7 to 9:30 because freaking Fallout drops at 6. I wish it dropped out at 5 so I could watch an actual full episode, but I don't think it's happening. I got people coming over too, and I don't know if we're gonna have time. Hey man, it's nice. Starting to cool down over here, roughly 70 degrees. Sweet. I love how that's cooled down. That's like what I'm assuming that's in Fahrenheit, obviously, because in Celsius that'd be freaking wild. You had to turn it off. But what I guess I don't know. You said you're on the the west side, I think, of you were either like far east or far west, right? Of Australia, right? I could be totally wrong and just, be talking. I don't know. But is it usually really hot? Because that's kind of like Texas temperatures, except we probably, I don't know. Y'all are coastal, so you might have pretty good humidity as well. I've never thought about that. It's one of the places I would like to really visit. New Zealand's number 1. I think Australia's probably number 2, though. Yeah. I guess I haven't thought about that. The temperature levels of Australia. I know it's got to be warm and hot. Typically, it's not like it's a snowy part of the world per se. Go to Antarctica for that, but yeah, I don't know. That was kind of like a half stone thought. But yeah, this is working. I haven't eaten anything today. I need to drink more water now that I'm thinking about it. As David said, don't forget to do what the birthday boy says. The man with the plan, the birthday man. Do what he says. Please. It's just warming up, 70 in spots here. Nice. East Coast, that's what I thought. Okay. It's roughly between 50 to 100 degrees. Cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of where like I was raised in, with the hefty dose of humidity as well. Now, it's nice being out here in California. It's 84 degrees right now, and it's hot out here because it's been 67 and 70, and it'll be 63 in like 2 days because it rains again. So I can't complain at all. But that's nice. I do like it whenever it cools down a little bit, and you don't have to deal with all that heat. That's why I choose to be where I am. One of the reasons. There's also this, and that helps. And there's also all the movie stuff, of course. That could be like the most pertinent of all those reasons. But I don't know. Yeah. Don't forget to like. I know I'm giving you all the best content ever right now. I'm just half stone rambling, but help us out because we need it, and I appreciate the hell out of it. Shmook appreciates the hell out of it. When Brad's on here, he appreciates the hell out of it, and all of our people. Ooh, it's gonna be hard because they're dropping the whole freaking season at once. I really wanted to do an afterthoughts on Three Body Problem, and I couldn't get the guys on board for it. I would really like to do one for Fallout. I just don't know how that would be logistically, because I'm gonna watch the whole freaking show within a day, but I don't think we could do. I don't. That'd be hard to do that and try to go back and do individual episodes. I'd have to rewatch the episodes, of course, but it might be screwy to know what's going forward and then try to talk specifically about an episode. So I don't know the best way logistically to do an afterthoughts for Fallout, but oh god, that just went out. That's like totally the type of show I'd like to do one for, So bummed. If y'all can think of a way to do an afterthoughts for Fallout that wouldn't be screwy, let me know, because that'd be fun to do. But yeah, I don't know how it worked logistically. I just had to pitch it to the guys, And we only have 2 weeks. I'm gonna be in Africa in 2 weeks, so that's gonna be. I think I can still do some stuff. Don't let the Illuminati get to you. What are they doing? I'm confused. Are they coming? Where are they? Scarborough, cold and miserable. Pouring rain. Boston, right? Raining here as well. I don't know where John's from. Don't have to tell us if you don't want to, obviously. It's the interweb. It's not always the best idea. But also, yeah. Shogun Sokar is phenomenal. That last episode, I thought it was the last episode of the season, and I was like, okay, so they're gonna give us a season 2, and no, they're not. It was just a 10 episode, and I've just been watching interview after interview. I love it so freaking much. I haven't loved a show. The last show I loved this much was Scavenger's Reign last year because it was just such a surprise, and this was kind of in that same way. Yeah. Was something vibrating back there? Has anyone watched Godzilla and Kong? Would you recommend it? I have, and I would 1,000% recommend it. I would get a few of these and march right to that movie theater and have the best time ever. Best damn time ever. Yeah, actors. Shogun, though. Shogun's so freaking good. Hiroyoku Sonata, I believe is his name. I know it's Hiroyoku or Hiroyoki, one of the two. But I think it's Sonata is his last name. I've always loved him in everything he's in, but this is his magnum opus. He's the producer as well, and you can just tell. He puts his all into it, and he doesn't have the most screen time, but not every moment counts. Every millisecond of every moment counts. It's just perfectly done. It's a masterclass in acting. Anna Sawai too, and y'all know I was kind of poo-pooing her acting in Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, which I'm not truly poo-pooing. It just everything felt stale, and I think that was a lot due to some of the directing, because someone can always make the room feel more lively and vibrant and lived in, instead of just all the actors standing over here and then the other one sitting in a chair over here and just not doing anything. But They're about to build a new cinema in Scarborough. Now you gotta go to the movie theaters a couple times. At least a couple of times a month. Let me know. Because that makes my heart happy. Because I know it's like you said, it's an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. That sucks. That would hurt me. That would hurt me. The most I've ever driven for a movie was an hour. This is totally out again, isn't it? Yep, I started talking. Where'd I, there's the lighter. Yeah, an hour for a movie. It was Rise of Skywalker. I was on a deer hunting lease, and I was like, Dad, we have to go. So we drove an hour, I think, to Laredo, and we saw it, and we walked out. My dad was like, that was pretty good, and I was like, yeah, that wasn't bad. And like 15 minutes into the car ride home, I was like, I hate it, and I was like, it's awful. I was like, there's good parts, but I hate it. And he was like, why? And I started explaining it to him. He was like, you gotta stop because I'm gonna hate it too if you keep talking. And I was like, okay, I'll let you enjoy it. My bad. It was pretty funny. That was the furthest I've ever driven for a film. Scavenger Rain reminded me of another cartoon from years ago. I can't remember the name of it though. Ooh, let me know because I mean, Shogun's amazing, and there's a bunch of stuff that's been really good. Blue Eye Samurai was amazing last year as well, but Scavenger Rain just just tickled an itch that I didn't know I had, and that might be one of my favorite series, if not my favorite series in a very long time. I really liked it, really liked it. That's the type of sci-fi I like to watch. I mean, I like sci-fi of all degrees. I mean, and space fantasy. I'm a Star Wars guy, you know. But Scavenger's Reign, just that makes me happy. It's great. It's so good. I'm waiting to hear what people have to say about Civil War. Is it even out yet? It comes out tomorrow, and I'm seeing it at 4 p.m. I'm ecstatic. It's gonna be insane. The reviews I've watched so far, non-spoiler reviews, of course. I think yeah, Chris Duckman was saying like it just stays right. It stays very neutral. It doesn't try to tell you it from the United States government side or the Western forces with California and Texas side or the Florida Alliance side or any of their other. Maybe there's another player in there. I'm not entirely sure. I know those three are at least there, and it's not from like someone's particular side. It's a journalist trying to keep their journalism intact by like not swaying one side or the other, which I'm assuming is going to end up being an issue with some of the people over time. So, am I going to do a reaction for it? Hell yeah. I have like 12 reactions that I need to actually post. I'm really bad about posting them. Oops. I'm really bad about posting things. I like to film things and then I just get distracted, and it's not a good excuse. It's not an excuse. Yell at me, please. That'll encourage me to do better. But oops. Anyway, I really enjoyed Monarch. It was good to see the human aspect of the Monsterverse. I agree. I really love the concept of it. I don't dislike the way it was outlined. I just don't necessarily love the way it was executed. I like it. I more than like it. I like it to a good degree. I just didn't like. I didn't fall in love with it by any means. The only good Star Wars film Disney's done was Solo. What? Rogue One? Rogue One's amazing. I love Rogue One. And I like Solo. I like Solo. I like it a lot more than I think your average Joe does. It's definitely got its kind of downbeats, but it's got its upsides as well, you know? I've been trying to recall the cartoon, but it was in the 90s. Okay. I'm still waiting for season 2 of Marvel's Hit Monkey. KS, what's that? Squirrel? Yeah, that sounds about right. It's the weed, short-term memory loss. A little bit. I will say that if there's anything that is bad about weed, if there's a single, I guess, downturn, two downturns is anything goes in your lungs. It is a carcinogen, even if it is. You can mitigate your risk, of course, and not smoke like hefty blunts, even though blunts are the frickin' best. But and you can smoke paper and make sure it's a nicer type of can't like it's not some like Reggie per se or anything like that. Hit Monkey was animated series. Ted Lasso did the voice. Okay. But yeah. Whatever I was just saying. Short-term memory loss. Yeah. Case in point. Thank you, Sokar. But yeah, no, it's the short-term memory loss. That's it. I mean, even like munchies and people eating a whole bunch of food, that's literally like boosting your metabolism, which is why you get hungry. So people just tend to choose to eat bad food. If you eat good food or like fast during that time, you're literally getting a boost in your metabolism. Like munchies can be really good. The short term memory loss is kind of it. But give me 45 minutes and I'll remember whatever you need me to. It just takes a little bit sometimes. Um, didn't read the review, but saw the rating. Got 3 out of 5 on Google News. What did the new theater or Monarch or Shogun or Civil War? Probably Civil War. I like Rogue One. It was okay. Solo was much better. Interesting. Okay. I'd probably vice versa that, but I do like Solo. I think a lot more than the average Joe does because I don't know why most people hate it. I think they just wanted to. Civil War. Okay, I thought so. Watch it, Monkey. Oh, all right. Okay, let me relight this thing. I still have a solid chunk of this joint. I keep talking and just letting it go out. After that, I will go though. We have 11 minutes till 4:20. We're gonna make this joint last till 4:20. Maybe I say that and it's gonna be dead at like 4:18 or something. Watch. I'm gonna knock on wood. Just I'll jinx myself real quick. I know it. So who do y'all think is gonna be the best in Fallout? Obviously, I've got high hopes for Walton Goggins. Walton Goggins and anything and everything's good. I'm interested in Kyle. I think is his first name. Kyle McLaughlin, one of the overseers at least. I don't remember the main actress's name, and I know I've seen her in a couple things, but she looks great. I think she'll be good. Um, I just don't know where to like have my expectations per actor for this project, which is kind of exciting in a lot of ways, you know. Because usually I'm just a random ass encyclopedia of a bunch of actors. I'm just good like that, you know. I tend to know. I don't know. I'm good at knowing who's who in the movie, yada yada. Typically, this is a project that a lot of people have makeup on, so I can't necessarily tell. Sometimes I'll be like, no shit, really them. So I'm excited to see how it's going to be. Ben from Lost, can't remember his name. I'm gonna just search Ben from Lost real fast because I didn't ever watch Lost. I know, bad. Ben Lost actor. Ben Linus. I recognize the guy. Who's he playing on Fallout? Is it Michael Emerson? Oh, Ben Linus. Michael Emerson. Let me search Michael Emerson Fallout, and then I'll share the page right after. Yeah. Okay, present. I didn't even check the screen yet. We'll see. Hopefully, it's not anything bad. I should check the screen before I do that. Oh, he's the doctor dude. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Who's this guy that's playing the Cyclops? That's what I'm like really thinking of. But the doctor dude, cool. Yeah. Nice. That's gonna be fun. And I don't remember his name off the top of my head. He's from Disjointed. Oh, I just ashed all over my keyboard as I did that. A little disjointed, as some would say. But yeah, the disjointed guy's great. I love that guy. He's great. He's in Person of Interest and Evil. Okay. Did you find Bang Rajan based on a true story and very well acted? I still have it written on this piece of paper right here. I have not checked yet though. I've just had so much crap going on. I haven't checked anything else yet. I still need to check out whatever the other Richard Simmons, not Richard Simmons. Oh, what's his name? This freaking uh Mitzi's son. Polly Shore, Mitzi Shore. There we go. I had to think about comedy stuff for a second to make myself remember. But I'm done. Wait, let me finish. Based on a true story, very well acted. I lent it to my mate and never got it back. He fucked off to Japan. Damn. But yeah, no, I still need to watch the frickin' Polly Shore movie that was supposed to actually be good. Just to really excite for the Richard Simmons movie. And then I need to watch Bang Rajan, and then Alice in the Badlands and Bargain as well. Those are the ones I have written down for recently. And I know I was supposed to watch one more. I think I have it in my notes on my phone or on another piece of paper right around here. I know I was supposed to watch Biodome. That's what it was. Okay. Takes me a second, Carrie's giving y'all some world class advice here. So I think y'all gotta just listen to Carrie. She says, remember, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell for all alerts. And leave a comment, even outside of these live comments, for shits and gigs, as they say, after the live to help Young Harris's channel. That's me. Hello. Love y'all. Thank y'all. And make your MQ playlist and play it on a second tab or while you sleep. I will be very grateful. We're pretty damn close to monetization, honestly. The numbers, I'm not super worried about that. They'll raise sooner than later. But the watch hours are the hard part, and y'all help with that because these lives are a hell of a lot of fun, and y'all always stay and hang out. Yeah, but the watch hours are the hard part, and once I get that, monetization ain't nothing but a thing, which would be cool. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Alice in the Badlands is brilliant. And I still, every time you say that, I kind of want to watch Into the Badlands, that show that was on AMC as well. I remember that, just bits and pieces, because I watched like every so odd episode kind of deal, I just never, I never like jumped into it. Don't bother watching Land of Bad. Why? I feel like I've heard Land of Bad. Oh, oh yeah, I bought a ticket to this and I never ended up seeing it. I missed the movie. I think I ended up doing something. And it just I did it too long or whatever, and I didn't end up being able to make the film. And sometimes that's not the worst thing. Whenever you have the Regal Cinema card, which they should totally sponsor me, because if you have a Regal Cinemas card, it pays for itself within 2 visits, and you can go see a double feature, pay for itself one day, and then every movie after. Even then, those 2 movies are only 50 cents. It's a beautiful thing, and that way, if you do miss a film, it's only 50 cents. Regal's got you. See, there's my Regal spiel. Someone hire me, please. Please. So we should sleep through reruns of the live shows? Of course. I will start ASMR, just like nighttime things. I'll do hello. Or, good night. Not hello. Or I could sing like hello, goodbye or something. It won't be good, but if I whisper, it'll be a little better, because I can't really sing very well. I wish I could. I'll make sure to take my own advice this evening. Oh, thank you. Land of Bad Gladiator guy was terrible. Really? Really? That sucks. Okay. This did go out again. It's one little more thing. Russell Crowe. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. After this little bit, I'm out of here. Because at this point, I am a little stoned. I need some food in my body. And I guess I gotta prepare for some social networking tonight. That's the right way to say that, I guess. I downloaded it, so it's free. Oh, cool. But 50 cents is pretty close to free. It's a Regal. Please hire me. Or somebody. I don't know. Anybody. I'll take it. Yeah. I only had like 3 or 4 hits left. We are now done with that joint. We have hit 40 minutes. The only way I go to sleep is by listening to Rain and Thunder on my tablet. I could just mimic a bunch of Rain and Thunder noises. I shouldn't do it right now, though. Later. I'll do the playlist for you. No, that's funny. We get robbed in the UK. Cheapest ticket about $6. Ooh, do y'all have like I know you have certain first cinema ticket. Do you have like chains out there that offer discounts like Regal membership or an AMC membership or even a Cinemark, which Cinemark discounts are pretty good. They're I think $13 a month or $15 a month or something, and then you get one free credit every month kind of deal. And if you don't use it, it does kind of cross over, and you can kind of get multiple tickets at a time kind of deal. Recliner seats 11. Ooh, they charge you for that. Ooh, yes, we need to fall asleep to Harris. Ooh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Please, I guess. Are you and Jay talking to your Hollywood contact? We're supposed to soon. Just I guess a couple of health things come up, so we've been taking it slow and not rushing it, but very soon we should be again. We should have another chat with them, which would be cool. It's 15 to 17 per ticket here. That's what I'm saying. Get your Regal. They're Regal up in Canada, right? I believe. I think there's Regals up there. Aren't there? Yeah, I have memberships, but at the moment, not that many good films out. A lot of old films being re-released. There are plenty of good films out. It just depends on if theaters show them. That's the real big issue a lot of times because theaters only show the big blockbusters nowadays, and they'll have 14 showings for them in a day and maybe 2 showings of other films, and it sucks, you know. It is one of the nicer things to, I guess, live in LA or New York, maybe Austin or Chicago or Atlanta as well. Those might be some. Maybe a London would have it as well. But yeah, there's plenty of great films coming out. There always are. There's never a shortage of good movies, good film, good cinema. There's just not, you know. It just doesn't get pushed out there. It's gotta. It sucks because you have to kind of seek it out more, and it is hard for certain places, and you'd have to drive further. It sucks. But that's what streaming services are for, I guess. You know, if they are, I haven't heard of them. I know Regal, I think, is part of Cineworld. Would Cineworld have their own version of it? I guess maybe. And if not, do y'all have AMC's maybe? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've been to Canada once, but I have not seen a movie up there. I think that I need if there's a movie theater in a place that I visit, I kind of want to start seeing a movie in a new place. That'd be a cool little hobby to do, you know. Not that I know of. Maybe they may. I think it's the same parent company. I think Cineworld is the parent company for Regal. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty positive it is. Wait, let me guess. Regal parent company, real quick. Cineworld, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. There's Cinemax and Cineplex. I'm not familiar with either of them. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's 45 minutes one way to the theater for me in good weather. Ugh, I hate that. I hate it. We need more theaters. It's hard. It's hard nowadays, especially after the Rona, the pandemic. Screwed us all. Yeah, it's sad. Hey, but it's 4:22. So did we make it to 4:20 with the joint? I totally forgot to check. But it is 4:22. You know, View Cinema, Show Sports, and Theater Shows. Ansel. as well. All right. But y'all, I'm baked. I'm chilling. I think I gotta go get some food in my belly. I've yet to eat today. I need a sip of water. I'm parched, as they say. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. The 115 minutes away from your close years ago. Damn, that sucks. That's. They'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back. I hope at least, you know. Y'all have a good one too. I appreciate it. And as Carrie said, you have to have a good one. Don't forget to do all this. And of course, booyah, booyah, booyah.